I'm 94 years old, and for nearly 2 years, I chose not to stand up, not because I couldn't, but because I didn't see the reason to anymore. And that decision almost cost me my legs forever. If you're sitting right now, comfortable, thinking everything is fine, stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you might be the difference between walking and losing it. My name is Eleanor Hayes. I was married for 46 years. My husband, Daniel, wasn't just my partner. He was my routine, my reason, my rhythm. We didn't live a fancy life, but we lived a strong one. I worked in a hospital laundry for over 30 years, long shifts, heavy carts, endless walking. And every evening, Daniel and I walked together, 5 blocks to the corner store, 5 blocks back. Not because we had to, because we wanted to. I didn't know it then, but those walks were building something inside me. Strength, the kind you don't notice until it's gone. When I was 66, I found him on the kitchen floor, gone, just like that. The coffee he made for me was still warm. After the funeral, I sat down, and I never really got back up, not fully, not mentally. The walking stopped, the cooking stopped, days blurred together, and maybe right now, you're doing the same thing, telling yourself, I'm just resting. You're not. You're slowly letting go. Within a year, my legs started changing. Stairs felt heavier. Curbs felt higher. Then came the falls. 2 in 1 month. The second time, my son found me on the floor. Same kitchen, same place, different story. That phone call between my children lasted less than 15 minutes. That's all it took for them to decide. I couldn't live on my own anymore. They moved me into a care facility, and they gave me a wheelchair. Here's the truth I didn't admit back then. I could still walk, not strongly, but I could. But the chair was there, and someone always offered to push me, and that felt easy. And easy felt like comfort, but it wasn't comfort. It was slow destruction. Every morning, they wheeled me to breakfast. Every afternoon, to the lounge. Every evening, back to my room. I didn't have to choose to move anymore. And when you stop choosing, you stop living. In less than 2 years, my legs disappeared. Not from age, not from illness, from sitting. My thighs weakened. My balance faded. My body forgot how to hold itself. And here's something no one tells you. You don't lose your strength in years. You lose it in months. Remember that. Then one day, a new woman arrived. Her name was Margaret. She walked in on her own, strong, steady, confident. I watched her, and I saw who I used to be. But 12 months later, I saw something else. 2 staff members helping her stand, her face full of frustration, not pain, loss. That's when something inside me broke. Not sadness, not fear, anger. I was angry at myself. At every moment I chose the chair, at every excuse I made, at every day I blamed life for something I allowed. That night, alone in my room, I made a decision, and what I did next, no one even noticed, but it changed everything. I pressed my feet into the floor, hard, held it, released, again, again. Then I squeezed my thighs, tight, held it, released. I did it sitting, quietly. No one saw, but inside, something was waking up. Days turned into weeks, and my legs started remembering, not fully, but enough. Then one night, I grabbed the armrests, and I pushed. I stood for 3 seconds, then sat back down, shaking. Next day in 5 seconds, then 10, then holding the bed, then one hand, then fingertips, then nothing. The first time I stood completely on my own, I cried, not because it hurt, because I remembered what it felt like to hold myself up. But standing wasn't enough. I needed strength, so I held onto the bed and bent my knees slightly, just a little. That small movement felt like fire in my legs, but I kept going every day, a little deeper, a little stronger. Then I added one more thing. I held the frame and lifted onto my toes, up, down, slowly. My ankles shook, my calves burned, but something powerful was happening. My balance was coming back. And here's what most people don't understand. Your calves stabilize you, your ankles balance you, and your balance keeps you alive. Months later, I sat on the edge of my bed, tried to stand without using my hands, failed again, 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 14 times. Then on the 15th, I stood. That night, I walked to the bathroom alone. The nurse saw me and said, "How did you get here?" I smiled and said, "My legs." No gym, no trainer, no special program, just 4 simple movements: press, squeeze, bend, rise, and a decision. But here's where it gets bigger. Other women started watching me, then asking questions, then joining. First 2, then 5, then 20. Every morning, and we gathered, holding chairs, holding each other, shaking, laughing, fighting, living. The staff were worried. What if someone falls? I told them, they're already falling, just slowly in those chairs. Then something incredible happened. Families started noticing more energy, more conversation, more life. One morning, a woman who hadn't left her room in a year walked into the dining hall, alone, no help, no walker, just her legs. The room went silent, then applause, then tears. I'm 94 now, and every single morning I still do the same 4 movements. And I'm telling you this, not as advice, but as a warning. Comfort is dangerous. It almost took my legs. And if you're not careful, it will take yours too. So when this video ends, do something simple. Press your feet into the floor, squeeze your legs, stand up. That's how it starts. And if this message reached you, don't ignore it. Subscribe to the channel The Last Window, because these stories aren't just stories, they are warnings before it's too late. And before you leave, tell me in the comments, what have you been avoiding? What are you ready to change today? Like this video, share it with someone who needs it, because one small decision can change everything. Stand up while you still can.